little nick inside the off stump, and this is just a wonderful fight.
Yeah, a wonderful fight back from England, as you quite rightfully say, after a very good start from South Africa. Flintoff, the bowler there, picking up the wicket of Africa360P, and Lance Klusener on your screen there is now the new batsman, promoted up the order from number 9 to coming at number 7. It's a big wicket of Africa360P, 16. Sort of guy who likes to be round at the end, can run well between wickets, particularly with Jonty Rhodes. So that's a very big wicket, and England, I'd say, just in front of this game.
Yes, you'd have to say that after an interesting start. Angus Fraser is going to come back into the attack. That's where the scorecard stands at the moment, 147 for 5. South Africa, 111 was put on by Kirsten and also Gibbs, and then they've really fallen apart since then. But this man in at the moment, Lance Klusener, he's in fine form. He played a lone hand against Sri Lanka earlier in this tournament. And Jonty Rhodes, well, you can never give up on him. He loves a challenge, and there's certainly one out there at the moment.
Very good challenge out there at the moment, and I think this is a good move from the South Africans. They've been under pressure. They've just lost 4 wickets for something like 40 runs after that opening stand of 111. As you can see, his average of 41.5 is very good for a man who bats as low as he does. And his job will be quite simple. He'll play the big shots, and Jonty Rhodes will do the running. That'll be about how this partnership will work. But best of 103, an average of 41, 9 50s and 100 in 56 matches is very good for a man who bats as low down as he does.
I think good thinking from the point of view of Alex Stewart here as well. Klusener likes to get on with it. He likes to get a bit of room and play some shots. And Angus Fraser, he's a miserly fella. Thought of an overthrow. Not on. Alex Stewart throwing down the stumps, and Angus Fraser can get his line and length right. He could bring some frustration to the play of Klusener.
I think this ball just about sums it up. Angus Fraser's going to try and bowl fairly tight. Lance Klusener plays a big shot, then heads off for a run, and just gets set back wisely by Jonty Rhodes. Boy, that's close. He just got back there. Obviously got the field spread too, spread as well. Neil Fairbrother, the fieldsman there at mid-on, very deep. Obviously expecting Lance Klusener to play a lot of big shots, almost prepared to give him one and get Jonty Rhodes on strike. So there's some respect shown to the new batsman. Not normally you'd expect that from a new batsman, but all the players on that inner circle, not prepared to give him the big shots.
I thought one of the highlights of his innings against Sri Lanka, he's not the prettiest of players, Lance Klusener. He has a wonderful strike rate and excellent average for where he comes in, because there's a lot of pressure on down the order. But he seems most of the time to be only moving his foot straight down the wicket, but keeps his head very still and can play wide of his body. Beautiful bit of fielding. England got the tails up, 149 for 5. And at the end of this Nissan competition, we will draw one entry at random. He moves the ball, he's such a jackrabbit, he's on the go all the time.
Well, I think that's what makes him a perfect one-day player. We all know how well he can field in that backward point position, but it's also with the bat in this situation, batting with a person like Lance Klusener, who's on your screen there, a big hitter, a noted big hitter. Jonty Rhodes knows his job. Hit it in the gaps, run hard. If there's chance of a 2 or a 3, he'll push the fielder all the way. As you say, a jackrabbit, the sort of guy you want out there in the middle at this time of the game.
Slow ball there from Darren Goff. He's got the treatment. That's exactly what Lance Klusener can do. He's a powerful player when he gets his timing right. There's not many grounds in the world that can keep him inside. South Africa 158 for 5.
Flintoff has done a pretty good job with the ball. I don't think Lance Klusener is thinking about singles.
He is if there's a fielder in the way, but his intention's pretty clear there.
That's a good over from Andy Flintoff. 166 for 5. 20 overs over none for 98. And that really is quite difficult to explain, Mike. Yes, at one stage I think South Africa were looking at a figure of around about the 280, 290 mark. These last 3 overs cost just 10 runs. Just short of the man at mid-off.
We've seen the batsman hit the ball in the air on so many occasions during this South African innings, and that in itself must tell a bit of a story about the wicket. The ball not just coming on quite as quickly as the batsmen expect. So it is a fraction on the slow side, and if you bowl... That's a better looking shot, just a single. 173 for 7, just Steve Elworthy and Alan Donald to come.
It's leg side. Just a single though to Robert Croft, a fine leg. Change in the commentary box. It's now Ian Botham and Robin Jackman.
Thanks, Mike. Struck away by Klusener. You look for 2 here and should get it. Mixed. 6 sevens are 42. To get South Africa 6 and over, just into the sort of 110, 150, 210, 215, 217, somewhere around about there. As I say, nicely placed. My goodness, and he's hit it almost for 4. It's the ball really deceptively hard, Lance Klusener.
I have to say, Jack is sitting, walking around the ground and just listen to the vibes from the punters. And they really are delighted to see an England fight back. Struggling at one stage, they've clawed it back, and now that's nicely played. 2 more. Now, if that umpire will have a look at this, I'm not sure that McKnight doesn't keep his feet in the air, but he's close.
I don't think they're going to make an inquiry. This is why Ian Botham would like to have a look at it. There, that actually hit the rope. Yes, twice. And I think the crowd, if anything, have brought it to the umpire's attention. That'll be 4.
Again, it's just like the run-out earlier when there's a very, very close run-out. I mean, it only takes a split second to us. Got the technology. Let's use it, boys.
Just back to your comment on the England fight back. It was brilliant to see, and it was wonderfully executed. It was basically down to 2 men, along with the captain and the field placing and that sort of thing, but Mullally and Elam just strangled South Africa completely, and in the meantime took wickets, and it's changed the face of the whole game. England, of course, will now have the advantage of having seen the pace of the pitch and be able to gauge how they go about whatever it is they have to get. It certainly isn't going to be an impossible total.
No, and I think maybe some credit to Alex Stewart. Perhaps he's read the wicket very well. He won the toss and had no hesitation in putting South Africa in.
It's too wide from Flintoff. The left-hander releases his arms and gets 4 for it. 12 off the over, 186 for 7. Happy to give Klusener a single by putting a fielder, or one of the fielders that has to be in the circle, right on the very limit of it. Look for 2 here, it'll be tight. No, perhaps he won't. Across the fielder, 6 off the over, 192 for 7. Salvage things for his country. Flintoff. That's good from Goff, and Flintoff knows it.
And Lance Klusener's a little disappointed. He knew it was a free hit. A line to bowl when you find legs up. Darren Goff looking after his young teammate. Excellent stop. This time making sure he saved the boundary.
Just 5 singles from the over. England will settle for that. 197 for 7. David Lloyd, a happy coach, no doubt. Fumble might result in a run out. No, it doesn't. Boucher gets back, Klusener keeps the strike.
Nick Knight, who's on for Alan Mullally, has a bit of a sore neck. Now he's one of England's better fielders. That just bobbled a little bit in front of him, but that's what happens when you run the first one hard like these South African batsmen did. The fielder can't help but have a little glance up to see what's going on. It's 2 runs.
It's well bowled. Wonderful bowling. Cut that for 6.
It's the line, isn't it, as well? Doesn't allow him to get any room to get those arms free. Excellent bowling.
Once again, perfect line, right underneath him. Brings up the South African 200. And just 3 overs to go after this one.
Extra time, and he needs a score to stay in the Premier, or in the Football League. A man called, I think it was Jimmy Glass did it. He's a hero in Carlisle.
It's terrific bowling from Darren Goff. Every delivery he's bowled to Klusener has landed virtually in exactly the same place. Klusener 33 from 31. It's well bowled.
It's the one right up there. Marker length. Quite rightly marking it. Throwing it.
It's a little high on the bat, but it doesn't quite reach Nick Knight at long on. Well stopped by Stewart. It's come off the bat.
That's a great take, isn't it? Oh, he has. He's just got a little inside edge onto it.
There'll only be one. that wrong. Boucher saw an opportunity and stole the second.
Well, again, in this field. Nick Knight, the guilty man. I said to you at the start of this game, Jackers, when we were sat here, as Nasser was saying, so the two best English fielders have fumbled. I said to you, I thought the South Africans in the field were worth 25 runs over England. And we'll see, they could be valuable.
That's up in the stands. And that's what that misfield caused. Klusener on strike still.
Well, that's what the game's all about. It's terrific, isn't he? He's such a dangerous competitor. That's Klusener. And found the ball. The young man can throw it back onto the field. And what a clean strike this is. It's the first one he's been able to get his arms at. But he really does love striking this ball. 44 not out now. 4 deliveries to go in the South African innings.
He's hit that away, wide of long off. He should cut it off, and does. Flint off the fielder. Klusener keeps the strike, and wisely so, I think. There was an opportunity of 3 there.
No, there's nothing wrong with this. The ball's a long way away from Andy Flintoff when he hits the ropes. No doubt whatsoever. Just the 2.
Well, a wicket fell on Nelson. 1-1-1. We have double Nelson. It's gone out on the offside. So Klusener loses the strike. Should only be 1, and is. Klusener remains 48 not out to add to his 52 not out against Sri Lanka and 12 not out against India. But some wonderful bowling from man in picture and others. Mark Elam earlier in the afternoon, brilliantly backed up by Alan Mullally, or you can call it the other way around. Alex Stewart got it all right. I thought there was some discussion up here as to whether maybe Robert Croft might have had a bowl towards the end there. But I think England overall, Ian Botham, will be pretty pleased with 226 to get.
I mean, they'll be delighted. 100 and... Just checking that out. It's 111 without loss. South Africa 225 for 7 at the end. I have to say, using the old cliche, it was a game of 2 halves.
Just getting back onto Alan Donald coming in second change. I know it's something the Australians have discussed. Just watch this ball from Klusener. Absolute screamer to catch Jonty Rhodes. And we'll go back to live commentary at the Oval.
Well, it is quite spectacular, isn't it? Croft shakes his head. He probably felt he had 4 runs. Pretty firmly, not quite where he intended, sliced a bit. Jonty Rhodes knows he can only just get a hand to it, but look at that for concentration. He is special. Very, very special. Congratulated by his teammates. Robert Croft leaves the field. He's gone for 12. England now 78 for 7.